Hi everyone, yes, as you saw in the headline, Kloss is fed up with Chiqui Tapia. Actually, he's been tired, fed up and weary for a while now, even if he doesn't mention it. In this video, you'll see some points that Mariano Kloss makes, which we don't usually see in other media. From the important ones, the ones on television, TYC Entertainment and Sports Programming Network, they practically don't talk about this. Moretti walks around the AFA meetings like he owns the place. Removing seats to fit more people is nonsense. You'll see Kloss's frustration. Still, I'd like him to use his full name. Claudio Chiqui Tapia is the one running this Argentine soccer and the one who's taking it to a pathetic place because Mariano is right. This is going around the world. I want to make a note before we go to the video of yesterday's statements by Miguel Angel Borja. You know, I had my little Borja who has already been removed from my shelf. We don't have him anymore. I'm sorry, I trusted and believed that player at River was going to bring us a lot of joy. He was one of the greatest foreign goal scorers in River's history, unfortunately, even if he scored goals against weak teams. And hopefully he ends up going to the Ribera team so we can make fun of him because it's pathetic, guys. River needs to evaluate this with every player they bring in. Now, in this transfer window, it's not just important how they play, but also their mentality, their loyalty, and so on. The kids gave an incredible performance yesterday in the Messi Cup, thrashing Inter, and they're going to play the semi-final against Chelsea. This is also something that's not talked about much. We can't show images because of rights issues, but we're supporting everything related to the kids. And there are images of Messi that prove he's more of a River Plate fan than Bruna. Happy! There's a reason he invited the best to this championship. We're following the guys because they're playing at a top level with Europe's and the world's best. That being said, let's share this from Mariano Kloss because honestly, this should be spread by more media outlets and it's what we think too. Basically, we agree with it.
If the game is in Santiago del Estero, it's to show Argentine soccer considers it an enviable venue. Right, that's great. The Argentine team should play there too. Ask Scaloni if he'd rather play in Santiago del Estero or at River Stadium.
Well, look, it was a match.
No, not the qualifier.
What happens is that they'll tell you it's because of a capacity issue.
If you're playing, if you go to Santiago del Estero to play the final of the most important tournament in Argentina, it means it's an iconic place.
Yes.
Yes?
Yes.
At most Cordoba because of the stage, the place.
Also, it's a political gesture connected to what you mentioned. In the last league draw, Moretti attended, and now Veron, as club president, can't lead the delegation to tomorrow's final. He got a ticket with his friends. He flies to Tucumán. From Tucumán by bus to here. It's going to be one of the gestures of tomorrow's event. We'll have to see where in that stand.
Isn't the president going straight to the
president? This takes time.
He can't lead the delegation because he's suspended for 6 months. He's going to appeal to the Court of Arbitration for Sport, huh? He's going to appeal to the Court of Arbitration for Sport.
But these things go around the world. The other day too, the police leaving with boxes of... It goes around the world. I mean, one world is the Argentina national team. Another world is Argentine soccer. It's like the back that the Estudiante de La Plata player turned on the day of Rosario Central.
Mariano, think about it. Veron, a serious guy who did great at his club, is suspended. Meanwhile, someone involved in corruption and rejected by his partners is accepted.
He's at the meetings.
Moretti, what's going on? Everything's upside down.
Everything's wrong. Exactly.
Look. No, and now they're putting up the avalanche barriers.
They're putting up the...
They removed the avalanche barriers, so the seats had to go too. Just look at that.
Of course.
Look how unnecessary that is.
Do you know what to do, Mariano?
No. You don't have to confirm the venue so far in advance. You have to wait and see who the finalists are too.
But that doesn't matter.
Well, but it's part of the change we want for soccer.
No, if Copa Sudamericana or Libertadores finals can change venues, you can too.
Perfect, but if they want to keep this...
Put 2 or 3 series. The final will be played in these 3 options.
The Copa Argentina was changed, eh?
The clubs, at some point, will have to defend their fans, their members. It's crazy that a match where both venues are 50 kilometers apart, they send them to the other side.
Nicolas.
No, Esteban, don't talk to me like that. Don't worry, I also understand a lot of things about the AFA.
Hold on, let me speak. You expect... Would Boca River go to Santiago too?
Yes. Do you expect
Still, Boca and River have fans all over the country.
It's easier to organize a Boca River match there than a Huracan Platense or Racing Estudiante game.
How will you get people all the way out there?
You bring all the people from the province of Buenos Aires.
I'm not sure if Boca River would have a final there.
But I want to tell you, it's easier. Let the Argentine national team play all qualifiers, just like we do with the Argentine soccer final.
How are you going to do this to people, please?
Veron was against, he didn't even oppose it. Look, we didn't vote, and he's suspended and must sit in the general stands, not even a box. So we weren't asking for heroism from some of the directors.
I come to defend their members. Is that heroism?
I'm going to tell you something. Defending their members too. In this case, it means going up against the organization. And if you go up against the organization, there are consequences too. So in some cases, the directors try to balance defending their club while putting up with some things they don't like. I think that's what's happening.
So everything moves forward then.
Well, this started because Tommy was telling us that they took out the seats.
Argentina's national team did the same thing against Curacao and during their World Cup celebration so more people could fit.
No, that's fine. I'm just asking if it makes sense. Do you think it makes sense that a stadium, the Bernabeu, are they taking out the seats so that Barcelona or Madrid one day can play and more people can go?
For me, it doesn't make sense.
If the image was the live one just now, they're welding the barriers today. Yes, they're taking them out tomorrow.
But beyond that...
I think they've done this before.
But beyond that, the fan has to spend millions of pesos. There's going to be a match, millions of pesos for a match that should, if you want, even be in the province of Buenos Aires.